Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic calendar and is the Islamic month of fasting. Muslims fast for the sake of God, or Allah in Arabic. It becomes compulsory for Muslims to start fasting when they reach puberty, so long as they're healthy and have no disabilities or illnesses. Also exempt are pregnant women, those on their menstrual cycle, and women nursing their newborns. Compared to the solar calendar, the dates of Ramadan vary. This is because the Islamic calendar is a lunar one, as Sheikh Musawi, a scholar, explains.
In Islam, month starts when the meniscus is being sighted. The moon, this very small, the beginning of the moon. That meniscus, if it is sighted, then the month starts.
Every year, the month of Ramadan moves backwards by about 11 days. This year in the UK, it has hit the height of summer. The days are long, with Muslims fasting up to 17.5 hours a day. There are 2.9 million Muslims in the UK, and that number is set to double in less than 2 decades. In fact, in that time, the number of Muslims in the world will go up by 25%. So whether it's globally or in a country like the UK, the Muslim presence is and will be more significant than ever before, making months like Ramadan more significant as well. For this reason, it's probably more important than ever before to understand this month. So what are the perceptions of the British public to Ramadan? What do you know about Ramadan?
Well, it's a Muslim holy month. And yeah, I think it's kind of like a rolling month, so it's not fixed. And people fast from dusk to dawn. And yeah, so you can eat only at night time.
As far as I'm concerned, it's that time of the year when you test yourself, basically test how can you go out without food, for instance. Maybe your will as well.
To be honest, I don't know a huge amount, but I know it's a religious festival where people fast, they give up certain things, and then they get together and they can only eat at certain times. The only contact I've had with it was friends at university when we were working on projects and they couldn't eat or drink at the times where we were working really hard. But apart from that, I don't know a lot.
What do you know about what people do in Ramadan?
First of all, there's a lot of fasting. As to what I'm concerned, it's really family bonding as well, getting family together, and of course understanding one's belief.
I know it's a holy month, which is obviously a time when Muslims they fast, spend a lot of the time in the mosque, in prayer, in meditation, and it's a time also where couples won't be together. Is that correct?
Do you think the main reasons people fast are?
Don't really know much about that. Just know how they do it, and pretty much what don't know what for.
Actually, everybody that we spoke to here knew what Ramadan was. Well, the basics at least. But is that enough, and should the British public know more? That's the question I posed to Professor Tariq Ramadan. In your opinion, what is the British public's take on Ramadan? Do they know about it? Do they know enough about it? Do they know the right things about it?
The average, ordinary British citizen, they know that the Muslims are not eating and not drinking, but that's it, not more than that. And it's a family thing as well. So these are the superficial teachings about Ramadan, but the spiritual meaning, the whole ethical meaning, all what I was saying about the philosophy of life which is behind, they are not getting it very often because the Muslims are not talking about it.
The physical aspect of fasting is not eating or drinking from dawn until dusk, but the aim is a spiritual one. It is a time of spiritual reflection and worship, a time to focus on your inner self and your personal relationship with God. During Ramadan, they get busier than ever before as Muslims who fast try and centre themselves again.
When we are in non-Muslim majority countries, when we are in the West, by essence you have to come back not to the culture but to the very essence. And it means here that you have to know why you are fasting. One, it's really a meditation, it's come back to yourself. And it's also in our consumerist society in the West to say something which is essential for any spiritual experience. know yourself, come back to yourself. And this is a philosophical message which is very needed in our industrialized society, in our modern times, where it's all about entertainment, forgetting yourself and forgetting the very essence of the very meaning of life.
At the start of 2011, the number of people becoming Muslim surpassed 100,000. Last year alone, 5,200 people embraced Islam. It's a number that has doubled over the last decade, and it's a number that is set to continue to rise. British converts to Islam have a unique experience of Ramadan compared to their counterparts who may have been fasting since they were kids. Have you guys been fasting?
Yes.
Oh, and has it been hard?
A little bit.
A little bit. And what time do you fast from?
From when I wake up, and then I eat, and then I start fasting.
Okay. And then do you fast for the whole day?
I fast until I'm hungry.
Okay. And how long does that take usually?
Maybe 6-7 hours.
And is it hard for you to fast?
Not that much, no.
No. And what does it feel like?
It just feels like I haven't ate for a while, but I don't feel hungry that much.
The secret of fasting is to be a subject, is to be the subject of your own life. It's for you to decide. It's autonomy, it's intelligence, it's intellect, and it's decision, it's effort, it's struggle, it's to strive. All these dimensions are not known as something which is the very essence of it.